Dear friends, ladies and gentlemen from abroad, from Israel, welcome, Baruchim Habayim. I want to share with you one episode from March 1987. March 87, the first Intifada took place in Gaza Strip. Prime Minister that time, Yitzhak Shamir. Minister of Defense, Yitzhak Rabin. It was a unity government of both parties, Likud and Labour. It happens from time to time in our state. A unity, at least the government was united. First Intifada broke out. Who remembers Yitzhak Rabin spoke about breaking bones of terrorism. But the media, the world media, was opposing Israel that time, maybe for the first time. Even the United States of America, the most friendly state we have, every half an hour on the TVs, all the TV channels, showing one picture, a Palestinian child in Gaza with a stone in his hand, prepared to throw it on someone. In front of him, a tank, an Israeli tank, with a long cannon. This is the confrontation in the eyes of the spectator, sitting at home or in the office or wherever. What does he say? They are David, 1,200,000,000 Islams. This is David, and we, that time 5 million Jews, we are Goliath. And the sympathy goes to David, not to Goliath. In that environment, a convention of young leadership of the WJC took place in Washington, D.C. Prime Minister Yitzhak Shamir was invited to speak there. Over 3,000 participants, young Jewish leaders. I was invited that time as Chief Rabbi of Netanya to speak about another issue in that convention. But we came together. People there in Washington told me this is the first time that the opinion, people's opinion, and mainly the media, is opposing a visit of Prime Minister of Israel. And demonstrations were held in front of the Hilton Hotel, Washington, D.C., when Yitzhak Shamir arrived. He started to speak. Some people in the ballroom started to demonstrate. Ethics, morals, children, Palestinian children, IDF. What is the IDF? I cannot repeat all the expressions and the shields. Yitzhak Shamir, stiff-necked as he is, one sentence he said took the attention of everyone. You will not teach us a lesson of ethics and morals. With the whole respect, I am a guest in your country. With the whole respect, I tell you, don't teach us a lesson of morals and ethics. And I will tell you why. Because the first time in mankind's history, aircrafts, each of them includes hundreds of immigrants from Africa, black skin, were brought to us, to Israel, not for slavery, but for freedom. Did you hear about the Moses affair? Did you hear about Solomon's affair? The Ethiopian immigration from Ethiopia to Israel? We didn't bring black people to be our slaves. We brought them as brothers and sisters to be citizens, equal citizens in our homeland. So you will not teach us a lesson in ethics and morals. This sentence, as I told you, attracted. I wouldn't say that it changed the opinion of the demonstrators, but people stopped for a while and said, look, he said something. This short guy, the Prime Minister of Israel, but maybe he taught us a lesson. Don't be hypocrites. You are not in danger, so you can teach us. You think you can teach us a lesson. If you would be in our situation, in our position, maybe you would speak differently. This is not the episode I want to share with you. This was only the entrance. I spoke what I spoke there in that convention, in that session. One of the White House, it was in Washington, D.C., I cannot say a name, came upon me and said, we are very impressed from your talk. I think it's very, very important that one of our leaders of the United States of America will hear it from you in direct speech. Will you be so kind to come for a meeting with this and this leader? I said, happily, with great honor. I came in day after. A globus was in the corner of the room. I was waiting half a minute till he came in from another door. And that half minute, something came to my mind to go to the corner, to the globus, and to tell him, sir, look at this globus. At least 180 countries, members of the United Nations, are pointed here in this globus. We are the only country that there is no space in its territory, in the globus, to print its name. Our name is on the water. It's printed on the blue Mediterranean Sea. Please, I see it for the first time, I told him. I come from Israel. Millions of people. No space for our name. He said, why do you tell it? What's the message? He said, to be with you very frankly, why do you push us?